So today we're going to take a look at finding the volume of a rectangular pyramid, triangular pyramid, a cone, and a sphere. We're also going to find the surface area of a sphere. So if we look at the first number 13 problem here, the first thing that we're going to see is that the base shape of this is a rectangle. And so what that tells me is that I need to use the formula volume is equal to area of the base shape times the height divided by 3. All pyramids and cones are divided by 3. This is actually the formula for all 3 shapes. So the first thing I'm going to do is the area of the base shape is a rectangle, and it's an 18 by 5 rectangle. So I'm simply going to take 18 and multiply it by 5. But then I'm also going to multiply it by the height, which is 11. And then I'm going to take that and divide it by 3. So I'm going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to simply type in 18 times 5 times 11. And I'm going to take that answer, 990, and divide it by 3. And I get 330. So then I'm going to go back to my paper. I'm going to put 330. And then make sure you put inches cubed. Looking at a triangular pyramid, like the one for number 17, again, you'll notice that the base shape is a triangle, which is how I know it's a triangular pyramid. The formula is still the same. Volume is equal to area of the base shape times the height divided by 3. Now this one's a little bit trickier. One thing that I do is I do area of the base shape, but I do it a little differently. So I'm just going to start with 6 times 8 and then times 11 for the height. Now when I have a triangle, I have to divide by 2 for the base shape. But because it's a pyramid, I'm also going to divide by 3. So this may seem a little funny, but the area of the base shape is actually 6 times 8 divided by 2. So that's where the 2 comes from. So I'm just going to simply type that into my calculator. I'm going to go 6 times 8 times 11. I'm going to take that answer, 528, and divide it by 2. And then I'm going to take that answer, 264, and divide it by 3. So I divide by 2 because it's a triangle, and then I divide by 3 because it's a pyramid. So I get 88, so I'm going to go back to my paper, 88, and then I put miles cubed, and that's my answer. So you'll notice that there's some slight differences. When it is a rectangular pyramid, I only divide by 3. When it is a triangular pyramid, I divide by 2 and 3. Now, looking at the volume of a cone, we are going to do volume is equal to area of the base shape times the height divided by 3. So we have to know what the area of a cone is in order to, the area of a circle is in order to figure out this formula. And so the first thing that you should know is that the area of a circle is radius squared times pi. And then to fill in the rest of that, it would be times height divided by 3. And so the radius of this cone is 4, so we're going to do 4 squared times 3.14 for pi times the height of 10. And then we're going to divide by 3. And so you're simply just going to go to your calculator. You're going to type in the exact same formula. And so we'll go to the calculator, clear everything out here. 4 squared times 3.14 times 10. And then we're going to take that answer, 502.4, and we're going to divide it by 3. And we get 167.5 0.4666. We're going to round to the nearest hundredths. So we're going to look at the third number from the decimal. So it's a 6, so that means it's above a 5. So we're going to round it up. So this is actually going to become 167.47. And then make sure that you keep your units of measurement, so meters cubed. And so then we're going to move on to finding the volume of a sphere. And so looking at the volume of a sphere, we'll go back up here to one that just has a radius. So we're going to do the volume of a sphere, which is going to be the formula of volume equals 4/3 pi times the radius cubed. And so we're just going to plug in our 9. So 4/3 times 3.14 times 9 cubed. Again, you're going to go to your calculator. You're going to type that in exactly like it's listed there, so clear everything out. If you notice, there's a fraction button here, so 4/3 times 3.14 times 9, a to the b, so we can get that up there, and then cubed. We get 3052.08. We go back to our paper. We get 3052.08. And there's not a unit of measurement, so always put units cubed, just to be on the safe side. And so then that is how you find the volume of a sphere. Now we got to find the surface area, and the surface area is just the outer part of the sphere. So surface area is a little similar to volume. It is surface area is equal to 4 times pi times the radius squared. And so you're just going to plug in your radius. So 4 times 3.14 times 9 squared. Go to your calculator, type it in just like that. You're going to go in, you're going to do 4 times 3.14 times the radius squared. And you get 1017.36. And so this is going to be equal to 1017.36. Again, it doesn't have a measure of units, so we're just going to put UN for units and put squared because surface area is just an area, so it's only squared.